Okay, number 8, you're gonna, on all of these, you have to simplify each rational expression, and you have to state the restriction. So let's state the restriction first. For this one, we have an x and a y in the problem. So the restriction is x can't be 0 and y can't be 0. X in every variable will give you a restriction. Now let's simplify this. And there, it looks like there's a negative here. So what cancels?
Oh, that's a negative.
Oh.
It should be a negative. There. It's kind of broken. What cancels?
5 and 13.
5 goes into 15 how many times?
1/3.
3. And then what else?
1 over 3.
And then
Oh.
you do
Yeah.
x squared at the top.
X squared on the top, so you have negative 1 over 3. And then you have an x what? And a y
Squared.
squared. That's simplified. Number 9. You have 2x on top. On the bottom, what are you going to pull out?
A 2x.
2x.
A 2x, and you're left with x minus 1. State the restrictions. What can't x be? 0
And 1.
and 1. Good job. X can't be 0 or 1. Now what cancels?
The 2x.
The 2 and of course the x. So what's left?
Wait,
X minus
1 over x minus 1.
wait, I'm confused.
Number 10. What's the restriction?
With the last problem, wouldn't you have taken out 2x, making it 2x
Yeah,
minus
I was
1?
gonna
Oh, yeah, forgot the 2. Forgot the 2. Thank you. Forgot the 2. There, now it's right.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we didn't do these restrictions right. So
Sorry
it's gonna
for
be
mess up.
0 and 1/2. 0, because I had that wrong, and 1/2. Because if you set that equal to 0, it's 1/2. So x can't be 0 or 1/2 on that one. Thank you, Brett, for catching that error. Number 10. What can't C be? C cannot be what?
0.
0. How do you factor the numerator? What's gonna come out?
3C,
What's left?
2C plus.
2c plus 3?
Yep.
And how about the bottom? What cancels?
3C.
And that's your answer, 2c plus 3. Number 11. Factor the numerator. Now this one confuses people because it starts with 49. How do you factor 49 minus z squared?
7.
7 minus z and 7 plus z. And then the bottom, what do we have?
Z plus 7.
What's your restriction? Z can't be what?
Negative 7.
Good. Now what cancels?
Z plus 7.
These are the same. So your answer is 7 minus z. Yes or no?
Yes.
Z minus 7 and 7 minus z, or z plus 7 and 7 plus z and z plus 7 are the same.
Language.
Yeah.
English.
They just switched. Number 12. How can you factor 12? Numerator.
X plus 4.
X plus 4. And x what?
Plus 4.
X plus 4. Okay, how about the bottom?
X
What
plus-
two numbers
minus
multiply to give you
six
negative
plus
24
one.
but add to be negative 2?
Minus 6 and plus 4.
Good job. What are your restrictions? X can't be what?
Positive
6 and negative 4.
Good. Now what cancels?
Plus 2 and plus 4.
What's your answer? X plus 4 over x minus 6.
It just flipped around.
Now this one, yeah, is just flipped around. When you factor it, what you're gonna have?
4 minus 3 and 4 plus 3.
So, let's let's try that. Let's see if that works. What do you get? 12. You get 4x minus 3x. Did that work? No. You've got to make this a plus sign and this the minus. Now that will work because now this is what you have. You have 4 times 3, which is 12. 4 times negative x is negative 4x plus 3x is negative 1x. Now it works. How about the bottom one? How does that factor?
70.
Which one's positive and which one's negative? They're both negative, right?
Yeah.
Because we want it to be negative 8. Okay, what are your restrictions? X can't be what and what? X can't be 3 or 5. Now what cancels?
3 minus x and x
So you
minus
got
3, and you replace it with a
Yeah, with the
negative.
negative. And just leave it like that. You don't have to do any distributing or anything like that. Okay, next. What are the restrictions? Y can't be what and what can't x be?
0.
X and y both can't be 0. Now how do you cancel this? What goes out? Take out a what?
4x.
4x squared and what?
4x squared divided by 4x.
And what do you get here?
3x to the second.
3x squared. How about the y's?
I'm dumb.
What about the y's?
Just take out a y.
And what's left? What's your final answer?
7 over 5.
Over
15x
15x squared.
Good job. That's simplified.
Cross, cross, reduce.
Oh, it's on top. I thought
Now they threw something at you on 15. Let's see who can get this one.
It's a negative, therefore square root.
What does that negative 2 mean?
You have to flip it.
Let's not do this thing.
Oh, come on.
You just watch
So bring this up here. This is going to be 2x to the 4th y squared over 10. What cancels? What is 2 times 5? See that? 2, 5, and those all cancel.
Wait,
you can do
why
that.
did you take the
Yeah.
2?
2 times 5 is 10.
What's like the reason for that? Because to me, it just looked like you just decided something and did it. Like, is there a reason
No,
for-
because how do you multiply fractions? You multiply across.
Okay.
2 times 5 is 10. And this is a 10 right here. Those cancel.
Okay.
Okay, now
So
do
if
it
two
another
things-
way. Here, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna go back, you guys. Let me show you something else. So that struck a nerve, I guess.
I've never seen that before.
Okay, watch this. Watch this. How many times does 2 go into 10?
5.
Does that help you?
Okay, so if two things, so if two numerators multiply to get something in the first denominator, they all cancel.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like, that's what I needed you to say, 'cause I
Okay.
didn't get that.
I needed you to say it. You said it better.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, how do you, what do you do with your x's, guys?
There's maybe only one.
You have 3 here and how many here?
4.
Four, so you
So
should
four.
have that.
Okay, you have an x on top. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll start putting things in place. And what about the y's?
X, Y.
Why did the,
Oops. Yeah. What? Oh,
Fifth.
and.
Just spit out numbers.
Miss Audio, what are
Yeah.
the restrictions?
x and y can't be 0. Number 16, what are you gonna do to factor this one?
Take out 4.
Take out a 4 on top. 2y minus 1. And take out a 5 on the bottom. Did I do that right? And then a 5 on top. And a 3 on the bottom. Now, let's do the restrictions first before we do anything. What can't y be?
3.
3, 3 and a half. So y can't be 3 or 1/2. Okay, what cancels?
1
1
minus
is
3,
3 and 2
2y minus 1.
What else?
5,
What's the answer?
4 thirds.
I 4, huh? Number 17.
Take out 2.
Take out a 2. Left with?
Take out your
That's-
What's left on the bottom? And I'm gonna take a 2 here. And nothing on the bottom here. 3x plus 8, that's kind of random. Okay, what are your restrictions? There's 2 of them.
X can't be 3.
X can't be 3, and there's another one.
0.
No,
Oh,
8/3.
negative 8/3. You guys know how we got negative 8/3?
Yeah, you said
You set this equal to 0, subtract 8, divide by 3. Okay, so those are the 2 restrictions. What cancels?
X minus 3 minus x.
Replace with
Throw in a
negative.
negative.
And throw in a negative. Anything else?
The 2. The 2.
You can cancel the
No.
2s. No.
They're tied to them.
So I would write for my final answer negative 4. And don't worry about distributing, leave it. Okay, questions, anybody? Number 18. How do you factor the numerator? Let me hear you.
X minus 2.
You mean minus 2?
X minus 2 is plus 1.
I know what you meant.
And x minus 1, x plus 1.
How about the bottom here? What are you gonna take out?
And x.
Okay, I have 3 restrictions on the bottom. One of them repeated. What are the 3 restrictions?
X plus or minus 1.
Plus or minus 1 and
0.
0. This little x here. So x can't be plus or minus 1 or 0. You don't have to write negative 1 twice, just write it once.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a 2?
Oh, x.
You didn't take out a 2x, you still got the x.
Yeah, you're right. So wait, we do have another one. So it's 1, negative 1, 0, and 2. Negative 2. Thank you. Thank you, Danielle.
Plus her hair.
It was Danielle's subject. Okay, Danielle, how do you cancel? What cancels? Come on, you can do it. She said those, she said those. Anything else? No, so your final answer. And I like to put this x first, just because it's by its little one self. Here's your answer.
I keep forgetting.
19.
Oh.
Who wants to volunteer?
Nicholas.
No.
I can try. No.
No.
Yeah, no, the left side.
Come on, Alexa.
Nope, never mind. I
Just tell me what to do.
Factor
Factor. X.
Factor what?
Factor, factor.
Mhm.
Unbound to
What else? 2 and 1, whatever that is. And x minus 3, x plus 1. Questions? Anybody on the factoring?
Wait.
Did we factor it all right?
Yes.
What are my restrictions?
X not be plus or minus 2.
X cannot be plus or minus 2,
30.
3, and negative 1. These are my restrictions. Now what cancels?
X minus 3.
Oh.
X plus 2.
What's the answer?
That's 0.
Not 0.
Wait, why would it be 1?
Because anything
Because
over
really
itself
there's
is
a 1 here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, what are we doing on these last 6 problems?
We are flipping.
We are dividing, so
No, you're multiplying.
state the restriction first. Y can't be 0.
X can't be 0.
Okay, now what you're gonna do is flip.
X can't be 0
Uh-huh, I know.
either.
Right now I just see a Y. I just see a Y, right?
Yeah, Shemay.
And she's right. After you flip it, X cannot be 0 also. What cancels? 7 goes into
No.
21 how many times? What else? 4 goes into 8 2 times. We're gonna cancel an X here with an X here. Make that X squared. A Y here with a Y here, make this Y squared. What's your final answer?
Okay.
2 over 3x squared y squared. Fix the negative exponents first. Can you fix them first before we do anything? This would be 3x cubed over 5y squared, and make this 6x to the 5th. Now, I'm not moving the 6 or the 5, only these, the x to the negative 5th comes up here, y to the negative 3 becomes a positive 3 there. Now, I know right now that y can't be 0. Now I'm going to flip my second one. In Shemaiah, x can't be 0. What cancels? 5.
And then you 3x.
Make that a 2.
And then it's x.
These 3 x's with, this is going to be x squared, and 1 y here. What's your final answer? 1 over
2x.
2,
Or x squared.
oh, there was a y left.
Yeah.
What was left here?
2x
2x
squared.
squared. Good job.
Just be like the dividing.
I just wrote this in the wrong spot.
That's embarrassing.
22.
You can just-
Factor the numerator. What comes out of this numerator?
6.
Okay. Don't worry about the restrictions on this one.
Because you have 2 variables.
You have 2 variables, so it's kind of confusing. Just tell me what to do next.
You flip the second.
Flip. What cancels?
The x minus 5 and y minus x.
And put a negative 1, right? Put a negative somewhere. What else cancels? 6 goes into 18 how many times?
So it's negative
So what's your
5 over
final
3.
answer? Negative 5 times x plus y over 3. That's your final answer. 23.
Over it.
Factor the numerator. Nick. Come on.
Take out
Take out 3.
Take out.
is your
3 y minus 4.
Why what?
Oh, I did the
Oh,
top. I
okay.
didn't know you were already at the bottom. You just look back to the top one.
Okay, what are your restrictions so far? -2 and -2, right? You can't have a -2 here or here. So I know y can't be -2. Now we're gonna flip.
Rage. Go home.
Okay, what cancels, Nick?
Your 1
Is there any
minus
more
4.
restrictions before we go?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
4.
So those are your 2 restrictions.
The y minus 4's cancel, and then the y's plus 2 cancel.
The
Becomes
y minus 4's cancel,
And the y's plus 2. and
y plus 2's there, and they're good. What else?
negatives. And then your 2 and 4, and your 3 and 6.
2 goes into 4 two
Twice.
times.
And your 3 and 6 twice.
3
So
times 2,
41.
so these all cancel, right?
Yeah.
Evan, what's your answer?
One.
Don't you
damn zero.
Isn't it negative?
No.
Yes. No, you don't have to add a negative. Why?
Because it's-
These are both the same. 2 plus y and y plus 2 are the same. They're the same.
What's that property called? It's like,
Commutative property for addition
Yeah.
says that y plus 2 is 2 plus y.
there's, no, she said it before, I just forgot what it's
Nick, you wanna come and do these last two?
No.
Yeah, go do it.
Go, Nick.
Do it, do it, do it.
Yeah, okay. Fine, whatever.
Impressive.
And a little bit disturbing.
We all know you want to. Read your
Not really,
paper.
actually. Why, I should do it on this paper.
Okay.
Not doing it on this
You better
Go
write
ahead,
me.
the last two.
Write me.
Last one.
Yeah.
You're like teachers, I should do that.
Yeah, teach.
No, just do it.
I wanna see. Can you give this to
Anyone know how
Brock
to
right
factor the
there?
bottom one?
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Oh,
Raise it up a little bit.
There you go.
Alright. Does anyone know how to factor x plus? No? Okay.
I've never.
Oh, first, are there any restrictions?
You have
you
to
gotta factor it first, Mr.
I'll
Abdinar.
try, you guys, I'll try.
What are you doing?
It's an x and
It's
it's a 2.
perfect.
I don't understand. I hear you. Okay.
One. X plus one. You know. That's what I would do.
How do you factor the bottom one?
X plus one, X minus
Okay. Wait, before we flip, what are your restrictions?
I wanted negative one.
Okay, so then you flip it. What cancel?
Wait, are there any more restrictions?
Zero.
Zero.
Cancel x
Now.
plus 1.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think
then you
so.
take out an X.
Yeah.
You're supposed to factor.
So just an x now. I don't know why I crossed off the x, but yeah. So x minus 1 over, take out the x over 3. Oh, x plus 1.
Can you see, you need to see what you're writing.
Thank you.
I forget that I have to move it over sometimes. So you
Okay,
guys got it?
let me see your original, before you factored. You canceled, no, go down.
Oh,
What did you cancel? You canceled x plus 1.
yeah.
You canceled an x, so what's left is x minus 1. Good, perfect.
Uh-huh.
One more, you guys are done.
Okay.
We're done.
So I gotta factor this
Yep,
one.
yep.
How do you factor this?
Y minus 2.
Yeah, 1 minus 1 minus 1. 1/3. Same. Alright, how do you factor the top?
Y plus 5.
Dash.
What are your
Yeah,
restrictions?
okay.
Zero.
Can't be zero.
Y can't be 0.
Wait, then we're gonna flip it.
And then y cannot be negative 5 or 2.
No, I can't read my writing either.
What were the new restrictions?
Negative 5 and 2.
cancels.
And then you cancel out the 2 Y's.
So that's just.
Yeah. So what's left?
So 4 minus 3
Times y minus 3.
over y times y plus 5.
Okay. Very good. So what did you guys learn today?